Hey everyone, welcome back. Thank you very much for joining me on the channel today. As always, it's great to come back at you and bringing you a brand new release today. Big up as always to all of you that are supporting over on the FYM Patreon. If you want to come over and support, just come over to patreon.com/FYM Productions Media. Now today we are going to be checking out the new release from OFVIRTUE. Now this track is titled Anxiety. So with this, I've got a good idea what the lyrical content is going to be like. But I'm expecting an absolute banger from this because OFVIRTUE always drop really cool releases. And it's always somewhat of a trip with these ones from these boys. So I'm looking forward to it. So if you do dig the music from them, please do be sure to follow them on all their socials. This one went out on a Rising Empire, and as we all know, lots of the bangers do go on a Rising Empire. So I'm expecting this to be a little bit of a tasty one. But let's get into it, guys. This is OFVIRTUE, and this is Anxiety. Let's check it out. Here we go.
A.N.X.I.E.T.Y.
Jesus.
I'm so sick of losing my mind. A.N.X.I.E.T.Y. I'm so sick. I'm so sick of letting this control my life.
Let's fucking go, boys. She's a bit slummy.
When I look into the mirror, I see the ghost of me.
That's one sick ass groove there, man. Fucking loving this, boys. Build that shit, come on. Oh, hello! Just sneaking them cleans in there, I like that, man. Oh, there they are again. This goes fucking hard. Sticks in your head, man. I love that shit. That is nice. This is gonna get a crowd fucking pumped when this is done, love, man. Bit of a punch to the face, that. Alright guys, so that was OFVIRTUE with Anxiety. Big up to Oli G once again for getting this across to me nice and early. Do really appreciate that. Now I really love how this one kicks off straight away. Usually you can get somewhat of a build up when a track starts, but they just go straight into this. Kicks you right in the face from the moment it starts with them spelling out anxiety. And it was really fun how after that, rather than going into a straight drop into like one of my sort of what I call the typical sort of groove sections, which I would expect, it went into some blast beats there, and I wasn't expecting that whatsoever. Now when we do get the groove section, this is that particular style that I love, so I'm really glad that they chose to go with that there. We get a cheeky little build up, comes back into Anxiety once again. There's some subtle cleans in there, and I'm really glad that they did that, because with the track being as heavy as it was, it's not always something which a band is going to do. Sometimes they're just like, right, let's just keep the vocals aggressive as it sort of fits with the song, but they did do some very subtle cleans at this point, and I did really like the fact that they put that in. Now I do feel like the band's preparing us for a lot more bangers with this one, purely for the style of it is. This one is what I would probably call a crowd pleaser. It's bouncy. It's one of those that's really going to hype the crowd up. I can imagine them getting like circle pits and everything going on, but then at the same time I can imagine the whole crowd just like bouncing, and I think it would really set the room off, and it's great when bands do write tracks like this. I really do love it. Now, as I thought it would go with the title of this song, of course I was absolutely right. This is exactly which this was gonna lyrically be about. Now I do really like the lyrics in this song, because although it is about a subject matter that a lot of people would, you just instantly think that is the one thing I do not want to be dealing with. I think a lot of people use music. A lot of people definitely use music to cope with this sort of thing, and this is going to resonate with a hell of a lot of people, and I do think it's really cool when bands do use this topic for lyrics, because I'm sure one of the band members, possibly the vocalist, I don't know who does all the songwriting within the band, but surely this must be something which they deal with on a daily basis, and rather than just sort of not talking about it and struggling like hell with it, they've put it into a song, and I'm sure this must be like therapy just for the band in themselves, just getting to perform this. And I'm sure in that moment of performing the song, it literally makes that disappear for those 3 minutes or however long the song was. I thought it was really, really cool what the guys did with the lyrics with this one. And I do like as well how the videographer that did this, they've kind of I feel like they have probably replicated what Anxiety must feel like, with all the different camera angles and the flashing lights, and how the scene changes from one to the next quite quickly. I've never personally suffered with any anxiety, so I can't really be a judge if that's what it feels like, but as a sort of outsider from it, I hazard to guess that must be what it's like. But I think both lyrically and as from the way that the video was actually done, I think it was just done to absolute top quality with what I would probably expect, how I would expect that subject matter to be put across. Now, as much as I like this track, I wouldn't say it's my favourite from the band, but it is still one hell of a banger. It's one of those that's absolutely bound to get the crowd moving, even if you go to see this band and you don't know who the band is. If it's like a festival or something, this is going to get people interested, and I think that's exactly the sort of track that every band needs, and I like that they've managed to achieve that with this one. But today I would say my favourites are still Thanks for Nothing, which is the first ever one I heard from them, and Sinner. Those two are my all-time favourites from OFVIRTUE. But it was great to check this one out on the channel today. If you've not heard anything else from the band, do go and check out their other videos. You will not be disappointed. They've got some great variety, but I love how they went all out heavy with this one. But guys, please do let me know what you thought of this one in the comments. Do let me know down below. If you're new to the channel, do drop a sub, drop a like, comment on the video. It all massively helps. But thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you all in the next one, and I'll catch you next time. Cheers.